believe you tweeted about your solidarity with the country of Sweden. Was that
I was having some fun with that. Because they always say that we have more Swedes and Norwegians in Minnesota than they do in those two countries. So the country of Sweden is near and dear to our hearts, and I think that the president has now kind of backed away and said, well, it wasn't an incident, it was based on something that he'd seen on TV. I won't say which TV. But the point of this is that every country is going to have crime. Every country is going to have issues and threats against them. So I don't want to at all undermine that. But what I will say is to single out the country of Sweden when they actually have been on the front line dealing with Russia, dealing with fake news, dealing with all of this, the issues and the threats against the surrounding nations in the Baltics. I think that's really unfair because Sweden has been a really strong country, as has Norway, when it comes to supporting the Baltic states and being there from an incredibly strong democracy. So while I had some fun with it and said that Americans stand with Sweden and was going to pull out some lutefisk facts but thought better of it in my tweets, I think at its core to single out those countries that have really stood on the front line, I just think that's wrong, when in fact there was no basis for an incident that had happened the night before. And now you have the country of Sweden actually asking for clarification from the United States State Department to figure out what the president was talking about, because there was no incident the night before.